Hi, I'm Brian Malow, and we are live from the 72nd Lindau Nobel Laureate Meeting, and I am talking to a few of the 600 young scientists from 89 countries, and let's meet them first of all.
Hi, my name is Raman Goyal, and originally I am from India, but I live in California, and I am working at University of California, Davis, and I am working in Dr. Baradinsky lab, and my research is to uh, f- uh, my research is on neural tube defects, like what are the neurotransmitter signaling and what factors are important, and we are studying how we can, prevent neural tube defects.
Excellent.
Hello, my name is Akshaya. I'm originally from India, but I moved to Dublin, Ireland 3 years ago, and I'm currently doing my PhD at University College Dublin. I'm working on diagnostics, but specifically I'm working on understanding how to scale them up and make them more sustainable for a larger population. Yeah.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Akanksha Thawani. I grew up in India, but I've been working in California at University of California, Berkeley for the last couple of years as a postdoc. And I work in the area of structural biology and genome engineering. So I try to look at detailed structures of little molecules as they are doing their job in the cells.
Excellent.
Hi, my name is Dhite. I'm from Universitas Gadjah, Mada, Indonesia, and I'm currently working as a faculty at the Department of Internal Medicine, and I'm focusing on doing research on cardiac hypertrophy. So I just finished my PhD in Kobe, Japan, and now I'm looking forward to translate my finding in a clinical world in Indonesia.
Excellent. Cardiac hypertrophy?
Cardiac hypertrophy,
What is that?
maybe like a heart failure to make it easier. Like a heart failure. So previously I worked with the animal models, and now I'm in Indonesia, and I want to kind of translate my findings in a clinical world.
Excellent. And did you always know you wanted to go into science and medicine?
Yeah, I really like, this is my passion from the beginning. So I did my master program in Indonesia, and then I have a chance to study biomolecular science in the field of cardiovascular in Japan. So I'm really lucky to be able to get into this science. Yeah.
And did you always know you wanted to be in this field?
It was a gradual process for me, so I started really falling into love in research at the end of my undergraduate studies, and since then my research topic has evolved, but now I'm really in a field that I want to be in for a long time.
What do you love about it?
I love about this discovery aspect of it, trying to understand how a system works, trying to understand how we can use that understanding to make it do things that it wouldn't normally do, and potentially help humans with treating some of these untreatable diseases right now.
Excellent. And tell me about your science and why you love it. What gets you up to do the work you do?
Well, I've been really curious about diseases and the nature of capturing diseases since I was a kid. So I think that just translated into answering bigger questions. And through my PhD, I feel like I can answer some of those questions and understand the problems better. So hopefully, whatever solutions I'm able to bring to the table at the end of my PhD helps a lot more number of people through the world. That's what gets me through the day. Yeah.
And what about you, Raman? What do you love about your work?
I really love it. For me, it was like a gradual process of liking science. And during my high school, I used to love biology a lot. And then when I started doing work in lab, then I actually came to know, the science can actually find cure for many disease and prevent many disease for which at least there is no cure for it. So, and my research is also on neural tube defects, which, I hope there is one day cure for neural tube defects, or at least we can prevent as many neural tube defects in newborn babies as much as we can. So that's the best part of it.
And let's talk about the meeting. We're here, it's kind of quiet behind us because there's some sessions going on and science walks, and so people are just milling about waiting for our big Bavarian evening tonight. But here we are with our last day of the meeting here. Tomorrow we'll be on Malow Island.
Yes.
Tell me some of the highlights you've experienced.
This is such a nice place to be. This is the best conference I have been so far, and I have met so many Nobel laureates, Martin Chalfie, and people who discovered CRISPR, or John McAfee, and there are many other Nobel laureates we have met. And more than Nobel laureates, I think it's more about meeting so many young scientists from different places and learning about their science and discussing my science with them and getting so many ideas. And the best part about the conference, I like the open exchange, where you can directly talk to the Nobel laureates and learn about their failures, their success, and how their life has been, how they, their mentorship, and so many, different things about their life that it's very hard to otherwise know about it. We can, otherwise online we can just read their papers, but here we can learn so much from them.
Excellent. And some of the big sessions are open to not only the young scientists, but journalists and other people. But there are some types of sessions like the open exchanges and the science walks where they are very limited. Only the laureates and young scientists can attend. So you get a kind of privacy where there's no journalists or anyone else around.
So that is nice, because you can talk one-on-one with the Nobel laureates, and you can ask them questions or suggestions or what you can do after a postdoc, or if you want to open your lab one day, then what are the other things that we can do, and there are so many things. So it's a very great experience.
Excellent.
The same, honestly. I've loved almost all the sessions here, but I think the highlight was the one-on-one sessions with the Nobel laureate. I just went on a science walk with Michael Levitt, and it was really fun, and I felt like I could ask a lot more personal questions, like career-related questions, and just, the kind of struggles they went through their discovery, scientific struggles, but also personal struggles. So it was really mind-blowing, and the second most favorite thing for me as well was the young scientists, and just meeting so many different people with different backgrounds from all over the world, just getting to know about their work and sharing their passion and having the same being done for my work. So this was like the highlight for me.
Excellent.
Hi. So I am also a big fan of two things: open discussions that include, a one laureate and 50-some young trainees that are asking them questions, and the individual one-on-one sessions with the Nobel laureates, where we can just gather around in a group and ask them all of the things that are, that are going through our mind. For example, certain career transitions that we are at, as well as, how they picked their question that they are so passionate about now that they made this big discovery in. And then the second thing, of course, is forming a little community and finding these people that are around me, so other young scientists that I can really connect with, who are in the same boat as me, going through the similar process as me, but in a different field, and therefore get to learn a little bit from their experience as well.
So do you already have a sense that probably beyond this meeting you'll be keeping in contact with some of the people you connected with here?
Well, some of the people I've met here are from California, so I feel like we should totally do a little post-Lindau hangout if we can. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it's a really great opportunity to be here and listen to all of those variety topics delivered by the Nobel laureates. It is so interesting, but also sometimes challenging to understand, because it's not really the same field as what I do currently. But it's really interesting. And then the second session that I really like is the break session, because during the break session you can have a chance to meet with various young scientists from various backgrounds. Some of them are still MD, some of them are PhD, postdocs, and faculty. So we can learn so many things from their personal history. So this is, I think, I like the most part of the Nobel Laureate meeting is the break session.
Somebody might come up and ask to interview you.
Yes,
for instance.
Just like this one. So, thank you so much.
Let me ask you this, and it might be hard for all four of you, one or two answer, but a lot of people don't know what this meeting is, your friends and your family. So what will you say, what is the Lindau Nobel Laureate Meeting?
Yeah, the Lindau Nobel Laureate Meeting is the event where you can have a chance to meet with Nobel laureates, and you can share with the Nobel laureates about their experience, and you can kind of integrate those experience with your own personal agenda. But also it is important to share the experience to young scientists from your country, not to your own personal agenda, but also to share the benefit to your community when you go back to your own community. In my case, I'm looking forward to share my experiences with young scientists from my country in Indonesia.
Excellent.
So I truly believe this meeting is totally about inspiration, to a place to come and be inspired about the pure joy of science again, where you're interacting with all of these young people as well as more seasoned people who've gone through it all, but at the end of the day retained the real privilege that we have as young scientists or as older scientists to get to do science. And I feel like that is a point that was highlighted in every single talk and every single session, to zoom out from all of the daily, oh, but this is not working, and really think a little bit more about just the privilege that we have to get to experience this and being paid to do science and have fun in the lab every day.
There's a little hint of our Bavarian evening that's to come. Let me slide right in the middle here.
Okay.
And, and you can get back in here if you'd like. So I know we already heard a couple, but what is the Lindau meeting?
For me, the Lindau meeting is it's a once in a lifetime experience, to be honest, and it's a lot. Like, it's really overwhelming to feel humbled, inspired, really intellectually and mentally stimulated, and also like connect with a bunch of people that you can share your ideas with and talk about the future. And you get from some of the sessions, you get a kind of an idea of how the future is going to look and what sort of questions we are going to be facing in the coming like 10-15 years. Whether you're in this field or not, you're going to be facing the same type of questions, and how do you deal with that? How are you going to... So it's kind of like preparing us for the next couple of decades, which is really great because most of us are at the start of our career. This is like, it's the perfect timing.
Excellent. Rama, is there anything left to add?
Yeah, I want to say that this meeting is so inspiring and motivating, and you are actually talking to the people here who are best in their field and also emerging new scientists. And who knows, maybe some of them will get Nobel Prize in future. So we are already with some of the future Nobel laureates. So that's the best part of it.
Excellent. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me. And congratulations for being here.
Yes.
And about 24 hours from now, you'll be members of the Lindau Alumni Network.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be back with more interviews with some of the 600 very interesting young scientists.